whenever you're trying to publish, and especially poetry, you need to decide why you're trying to publish, why you're writing the poetry in the first place. If you're trying to get rich, you need to get back on your meds, because that's a delusion. You are never going to get rich writing poetry. If you want to get famous, you have an outside shot. Most people could probably name 2 or 3 poets, perhaps one of whom is alive. Billy Collins, Matty Stepanek is dead now. Those are about the poets that people would know. So what do you want to get out of publishing a book? If you have some poems that you want to share with your friends and your family and perhaps your church organization, then go to some good, reputable printer, and this is what we call self-publishing. You bring them the text, they turn it into a book. You probably have to design it yourself, and you don't actually expect to sell any copies. If you want to get real recognition, if you want to get out there in the marketplace, well, if you self-publish, the amount of work that would be involved in getting it into stores and getting it promoted and getting it reviewed is just enormous. You are free to do that, but you won't have any time to write any more poems. And you still probably won't have much success, because reviewers in particular are very leery of self-published books. You can go to major presses, which occasionally publish collections of poetry, but usually only if the people have published substantially in well-regarded literary magazines. Smaller presses, and there are a lot of small presses in poetry, and most of them that I know of are completely reputable. They'll publish a couple of 100 copies of your book. They will do what they can to sell it, and then you put that on your resume and you move on, basically. You don't want to get yourself all wrapped up in one book and then stop writing because you are focusing your life on publicizing and trying to sell that book out of the trunk of your car.